Hi guys, welcome back to World of Warships. Today I've got a game for you in the Jager with my friends Bushes and Psy Hamster, and I'm just contesting the Bravo Cup, and that's quite a lot of fish. See if we can avoid these. Just reversing into them a lot worse. I just want to see what's in the cap because it's been contested for a little bit of time now. So I managed to avoid being torped, thankfully. And I'm gonna reverse back in. Looks like our team are grabbing Alpha Cat, which is good. They've got a fair force in the south for the enemy, and they've got a few in the north as well on Charlie Cap. However, our Kitakazi's contesting that.
Good game, everyone.
Ah, Jager indeed. Right at the back of me. So we'll see if we can launch a few fish into that smoke screen. Looks as though he just moved out of it though. He's moving forward, so no doubt those torpedoes won't make contact. Bit of a shame really, maybe should have held on to those for a little longer just to see where that smoke screen was blooming. Bit impatient though.
Torpedos direkt voraus.
I want whatever's in this cap out of the way, really. Obviously I've got backup from my division mates behind. Jager is spotted there. Chilling on the edge of the cap, so I will shoot it. I'll be coming under fire from my buddies. If he don't move out of the way sharpish, he's going to eat some fish as well. I'm going to utilise his smoke screen and drive into it. So it's quite handy sometimes pushing into a smoke because you can absolutely utilise it, you know. Now I'm still spotted, and that's not the Jager. Bit of confusion there, and then the Z44 turns up, and that's the one that was spotting me, right? So taking a bit of damage there, but we can heal some back up, and hopefully we can get the cap, which is the point here. Fish out on these boats just outside of Bravo Cap. See if we can get any torpedoes. None so far. Two. Better than none, I guess. And another one on something behind that we've not seen. Could have been the Napoli, potentially. Yeah, it looks like it. Looks like the Napoli took one.
Maschinenboost deaktiviert.
So I'll just hammer the lion. He's absolutely bow on, and he needs to flood and burn. A bit aggressive there, really, for a battleship. Si's giving him the good news with the secondaries. They just take fish and floods. They're not bad on flooding damage so far. Racking it up a little bit. The great news is our team in the north on Charlie Cap have done well, and there's still 4 of them alive, which is super. Unfortunately, we lose bushes to overwhelming firepower in the middle, but I do manage to get down the line. And I'll send some more random sets out, some on the Napoli, and some on anything else that might want to be in the cap. And I don't want to get caught out by the Napoli, so I decide I'm going to move away. And he takes a couple. So, we're in Cyclone, so that's reduced the visibility. I've hit another couple of random torps in the back on something. Again, not sure what that might be. It'd be nice if somebody could shoot this Napoli. He has got the cap there. Getting a few more random sets of fish out. Now we know that the enemy team have won the south, so I'm expecting company from that direction. So I'm going to go and see if I can spot me something. There we go, that's the Kitakazi. So arms up with his secondaries. And the Kitakazi is taking a lot of damage. And he goes down to the Michelangelo's secondary firepower and main battery. Now we've got Yamato. So I think he might want some fish. Well, 4 sets out on the Yamato. Bit of an awkward angle. But that's not too shabby. That's 9 torpedo hits. And there is a Minnesota on the minimap. So I'm going to drive into him, spot him, and see if we can't do something about him as well. Play with his speed a bit. Predict one setback and he's speeding up again, so predict the rest forward of his position, and I am spotted. Montana's pretty much driving bow into him, so he's had to commit. gets another 8 and I'll shoot him. So he ain't going to be shooting me. He's going to be shooting the Montana. Now the Jager's gun's out the best, but you know, if you fire them long enough, you can do some chip damage. Just after a fire, really. Oh, there we go. We get him down. So I'm going to get into the Alpha Cap now. Predict some fish through that gap. For the Yamagiri, it was a problem. Oh, a couple of sets, or another set. Jager's not the fastest boat in the world, so we'll get to Alpha eventually. RPF showing that Yamagiri is around here somewhere. Venezia is pushing back in a Bravo Cap, which is good. It's a tight game, this one, but I think we brought it back around from a potential loss. It's a tricky one. But thankfully, you know, I didn't meet that Kitakazi head on. It would have been a massive problem. And then the battleships turned up, so that was fine. So into Alpha Cap. Montana's going to join Venezia, which is probably the wise thing to do. Yamagiri is flanking round, I think. Oh, no, we've got the Kerr first, which is lovely. So I'll fish away on him. I want to turn around just in case he's got his hydro running. And try and keep out of his hydro. Gonna get the cap. That's great. And you can see my closest contact is to the north. That is the Yamagiri, which is a problem, particularly when that Kerr first comes round the corner. But thankfully our Montana nails him, and yes, spotted by the Kerr first. Go dark in 6. I'll just weather the secondary storm and then turn around and pump some fish into this guy. Hopefully. It's under attack from Venezia. I'll shoot him as well. Don't really care if I die at this point. I think we've got it sewn up. He's definitely going to eat some fish. There we go. Lovely. And that was a lovely victory in the Jager. I'll take that all day long. Fought hard there. Confederate, 28 torpits, just over 200k damage, 2591 base XP, which is great, and damage into all the battleships. And we managed to make a few credits too, so very happy with that game. And as always, guys, thanks ever so much for watching, and I'll catch you again shortly. Okay, bye bye.